Aaron Singerman is a good man. And you have to go away for a while, you know?
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks out, I was fired from RedCon1.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and in this video we're discussing Blessing Awodibu in his latest interview with Fouad Abiad on the Real Bodybuilding Podcast, where he discloses a ton of stuff, including being fired by RedCon1 just 6 weeks out of the 2022 Indy Pro. He gets super emotional about his relationship with Aaron Singerman and him going to jail. Plus, he also challenges Nick Walker and says he would smoke him. So I'll go pose by pose and compare the 2022 version of Blessing Awodibu at the Indy Pro compared to the 2021 version of Nick Walker at the New York Pro. And I decide who would have actually won if had those two physiques gone head to head. All that plus much more coming up in this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. What's up, Desktopers? Now, before I get into this video, I want to encourage you guys, if you like and appreciate this content, please give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding, including contest coverage of this man, Blessing Awodibu, from the 2022 Indy Pro last weekend, where I've got full wrap-up review and results. Plus, also, I've got a preview up of the 2022 New York Pro, which is being held this weekend. I'm going to have full contest coverage, so make sure you do subscribe. So we're going to go over what Blessing Awodibu had to say about being fired from RedCon1 and what he had to say about Aaron Singerman, the owner of RedCon1, who's currently in jail right now.
Because I've heard some rumors about you and RedCon. I'm not sure if your contract is up or if you're leaving, if you're staying.
You know, I'm feeling a little emotional right now, you know, because there's one person that I wish, you know, he's around, you know, to witness all these. And, you know, he's, a lot of people talk shit about this person, but Aaron Singerman is a good man.
You okay, man? What is it that's making you emotional about this right now? Obviously, because he's not around, but to watch.
Because he gave me an opportunity to come to USA, you know?
So obviously Aaron did a lot for Blessing, the reason why he's so emotional, and he actually gets more emotional in this a little bit after as well. So obviously Aaron, you know, pretty much facilitated, by the sounds of it, Blessing actually getting to the US and did a ton for him.
You know, and then the last bit of money that we had left, you know, we said we're gonna go to the Olympia. We went to the Olympia first time ever, you know. And I remember I didn't know what RedCon1 is. I didn't know who Aaron was, and I remember walking past their RedCon1 boots, and the first person I saw there, and I said, "Yo, I'm a big fan of the brand," you know. And it happens that person was Aaron Singerman. So when we went back home, it was crazy because I got an email from Aaron, and he said, "We're interested in working with you." You know,
yeah,
we were so excited, man. You know, and that's all. The contract was good, and he said, "You want to come out to Florida and meet the team?" I came out to Florida, met the team, awesome people, and I'm like, "Yo, I love this place, man." He said, "Would you like to move?" I said, "Hell yeah!" He sponsored my visa, everything, man. You know. Because it's not easy when you're moving from one country to another.
Yeah,
bro, I came from Africa, bro. My background, we had nothing. It ain't getting opportunity to live in USA, you know. So he believed in me, man.
So what Blessing actually said as well is that another supplement company, and was the only other company he's been with, actually screwed him over a little bit, and then, you know, they decided to leave, and with his last bit of money, him and his missus actually came over to the US, went to the Mr Olympia, ran into Aaron Singerman, and this is how it sort of all worked out for him, and he got that great contract that he got. I've heard rumors about how much and all that sort of stuff, but who actually really knows? But he does actually go on to say that, you know, it was enough for him to live on and live well on and support his family as well. So Obviously, this has made, Blessing super emotional, and I totally understand why. So Aaron did obviously facilitate Blessing moving from Ireland to the US and obviously being able to live his bodybuilding dream.
And last year, I showed up the way I did, and he still kept me on, He still kept me on. And, things happens, and you have to go away for a while,
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks out, I was fired from RedCon1.
Really?
Yeah. He broke my heart.
Did he fire you?
No.
Oh, he had already went away.
I mean, Aaron was not around,
Yeah.
6 weeks out, I was getting ready for a show, man,
Yeah.
And they gave me 2 weeks. I'm like, yo, what you guys want me to do, man? I'm like, I can't stay in USA, man, without, that means I have to go back to Ireland. And I called him back. And I said, can they just give me 3 months?
Yeah.
Just talk to my lawyer, so we can, at least I can stay in the country legally, so I can, move my visa around.
Yeah.
My apartment's on RedCon1 as well, 2 weeks is not enough, man,
Of course, yeah.
So that would have been rough. So RedCon1 actually gave him the extra amount of time. I don't know if it was a full 3 months, which he actually asked for, but obviously 2 weeks is not a lot of time. 6 weeks out from Indy Pro. Imagine if he had to go back to Ireland, like 4 weeks out of Indy Pro, would he be able to get back to the US? Would his whole prep go up in smoke? What actually would have gone down had they not given him that extra time? Who knows? Hopefully it would have been right regardless anyway, but at least they gave him the extra time. But it leaves the question open, will Blessing Awodibu be staying in the US from here on? Sounds like he will, because there's no talk of him actually going back to Ireland to live or anything like that. And hopefully he's set up enough financially that he's actually able to support that and actually stay in the US. And he picks up a new sponsor as well, because I don't know if he's a free agent right now, if he's still technically with RedCon1 and being paid, but I'm assuming he's going to be a pretty hot commodity after, obviously winning the Indy Pro last week, and then obviously, potentially winning the New York Pro this weekend coming up. So let me know what you think in the comments below about that. And have you heard any rumblings of him signing with any other supplement companies as well? Plus, I wanted to say as well, Aaron Singerman, pretty much, I might not be doing this if it wasn't for Aaron Singerman as well. So people obviously, talk about Aaron, and he's done some unethical things as well, and that's why he's in prison right now. But he supported me a huge amount, because I flew him out to Australia when he was with RX Muscle. He went back to the US, told Dave Palumbo that, bodybuilding is getting pretty big. I'm a hard worker, and that, maybe we should bring Xavier on to run RX Muscle Australia. And that's how that all sort of happened. And that's how I really got deep into bodybuilding media. So without Aaron, I might not be doing this right now, and you might not be watching this video right now. And obviously, you wouldn't be watching as well, because Blessing might not be an IFBB pro bodybuilder. Well, he might be an IFBB pro bodybuilder, but he might not be competing as one. So Aaron Singerman has played a huge role in bodybuilding, and obviously along the way he supported a huge amount of bodybuilders, and Blessing is incredibly grateful for that, and I'm grateful as well what Aaron Singerman's done for me also.
Did they give you a reason why you were letting you go, or did they just say we're changing? Because I heard that they're changing their entire style from bodybuilding to something else.
They're changing directions, and I don't want to be asking any question. I respect their decisions.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm just wondering if they.
I was very thankful for the opportunity and the time.
Yeah.
I just wish Aaron was. I wish Aaron was around.
Sounds like if Aaron actually was around, that Blessing probably maybe wouldn't have been let go. Maybe James Hollingshead would still be RedCon1 as well, because this has all happened since Aaron Singerman has gone to prison just, what would it be, a few short months ago. So it sounds like the brand is going a totally different direction. Who knows if that's actually under the direction of Aaron Singerman, or if it's, whoever's under new management, whoever's running the show right now has decided, we're going to go more mainstream, maybe because the brand is struggling. Who knows? I don't know what actually is going on at RedCon1 right now, but it's unfortunate because obviously they supported a lot of top pro bodybuilders. I don't know what Kai Green's situation is right now. That just came to mind. I don't know if he's going to be staying with the company or not, but he's had many bodybuilders actually move to right where that RedCon1 headquarters is, when training out of RedCon1 gym. You got Kai Green, you got obviously Blessing. He's done it in the past with guys like Dallas McCarver, and he's really supported a main sort of group of guys to be the face of RedCon1. And it seems like, they're moving away from bodybuilding, and it's sad to see, but obviously it gives opportunity to other brands and other bodybuilding centric and fitness centric brands to sort of support these athletes. And I really hope they continue to support these athletes as well. But now Blessing gets a little bit into talking about his rivalry with Nick Walker and what he has to say about Nick Walker versus him in 2022.
I'm interested to see you next to Nick again, though.
Oh, hell yeah, man. This is going to be a hell of,
we can start hyping it
fun.
up now. We'll start hyping it up now.
Yeah, but Nick knows though, Nick knows,
Nick knows what?
Me, I'm a best. He knows me, I'm a best, Me, I'm a best. Me, the boogeyman at his best, the mutant at his best. Oh,
you can't help yourself, man. You can't just
I love Nick, I love the guy,
I know. He has an affinity for you too, man. I like that you guys. It's nice that you guys had a rivalry.
But I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna apologize to him now in Hurley. I think Nick, this Olympia check might be going down one place.
Blessing, I don't know, man. I gotta tell you, Nick is here. Look, I want to show you this just before we go.
I know Nick is a freak.
His Olympia check might be going down one place. Now, I don't know about all of that, but we'll have to wait and see, obviously, in December this year at the 2022 Mr. Olympia. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Can Blessing Awodibu actually take out Nick Walker at the 2022 Mr. Olympia?
Just beat Justin. Justin was eighth last year, I think. Does that put you in the same lineup with an Ian, with a William Bonac, with a... do you stand with Nick? Like, how do you feel if this physique had showed up last year? Do you think Nick still would have won?
I'll smoke Nick. If that physique had showed up last year, I'll smoke Nick.
No, you think so?
Oh, Nick is gonna be like, this motherfucker's trying again.
I love Blessing. Like, I love his personality. I love the fact that he's just so expressive with his, obviously, what he says, but also with, like, he leans close to the camera, like, he leans back. He's just a character. And I think that if Blessing Awodibu is doing well in pro bodybuilding, I think that's a good thing for pro bodybuilding, because he's almost like, he's just such a big personality, but he's going to draw attention to the sport, whether you love him or hate him. He's going to draw attention. And if he talks a big game and doesn't deliver, then people are going to be like, oh, look, see, I told you. But really, he's just hyping the sport. I don't think he has any ill will. And I don't even know if he believes that, his 2022, Indy Pro Physique would actually beat the 2021 version of Nick Walker or not. But I thought I'd go side by side and pose by pose and sort of decide, will the 2022 version of Blessing Awodibu take out the 2021 version of Nick Walker from the 2021 New York Pro? So let's go pose by pose. There's 5 poses from their posing routines that they did the same, and let's go through it. So the front double bicep. When I actually opened this up and watched it, I was like, wow, Blessing across the arms, and I love the way he's sort of pulling that vacuum as well. And his chest looks pretty decent on the pose, but when you go sort of from the waist down, you really see that Nick still takes it out, even though Blessing's legs are much improved. There's more adductor there, there's more quad overall, and it sort of, matches up a lot better with his physique. I think that Blessing's not posing his legs the best here. I think, Nick sort of has a right idea for his physique. They're straight on, feet flat. Blessing sort of got like one heel on the ground on one leg, and I'd like to see him either leaning properly to the side, sort of like an old school classic way, or just having him straight on like Nick Walker. But very, very impressive, sort of from the, the belly button up. Blessing looks crazy, but then from there down, I'd say Nick Walker takes this one out. Nick obviously has the sort of blockier physique, but it does work for him. Like his abs, crunching down on him like that looks a lot better than trying to do the vacuum like Blessing. And Blessing's the total opposite. The vacuum looks much better on him than probably crunching down on his abs. So this one, I have to give it to Nick Walker just because he's got the more complete physique and he's more filled out. His lats insert a lot lower and Blessing's insert a lot higher, and he just has better developed lats and he has the crazy arms and also better triceps than Blessing as well. Then we move on to the front lat spread, and this is a great pose for Blessing, and it's probably one of Nick Walker's slightly weaker poses, but Nick still looks crazy on this one, and I'd still have to give it to Nick, to be honest, but this one is much closer in my opinion because I love the taper on Blessing Awodibu in that front lat spread. Then we go to the side chest and they go into a sort of like a half side tricep because Nick Walker actually doesn't do the side tricep in his routine. Now this one is a little bit closer again because I really like Blessing's legs from the side. I think they improved a huge amount from the side. He's got the very thick chest, very thick arms. Honestly, I'd probably give this one close to a tie, maybe a tie. Let's call it a tie on that one on the side chest because I'm pretty impressed with Blessing Awodibu. But in reality, I might still give that one to Nick Walker. Now we move on to the back double bicep. And it's actually funny. These guys hit a lot of these shots sort of the same the way they transition into them. I don't know if Blessing's been watching Nick or what's been going on, but they do hit the shots quite similar. This is a very strong shot for Nick Walker. It's extremely complete from head to toe. From the waist down, it's a clear win for Nick Walker. He's got crazy hamstrings, crazy adductors. His glutes are in, although they don't look striated in this video. His back is just so complete. But when you look at Blessing's back, like across the shoulders, the arms, the traps especially, I love the look of Blessing's traps. They're so rounded and still in really good condition. It's just sort of when you go from halfway down the back, there down, I'd say it's an easy win for Nick Walker from there. And then we move on to a few most musculars where Blessing doesn't look bad, but Nick just has that sheer mass where I think that he wins that most muscular pose pretty easy. And the poses we're not seeing like the ab and thigh or the rear lat spread, but I'd probably have, at least Nick Walker winning that rear lat spread, but the ab and thigh might be a little bit of a different story because Blessing is more aesthetic, although he doesn't have the quads that Nick Walker has. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Who would have won the 2022 version of Blessing Awodibu or the 2021 New York Pro version of Nick Walker? And can Blessing Awodibu give Nick Walker a run for his money at the 2022 Mr Olympia? I say no, but I would love Blessing to prove me wrong once again because I predicted him like 4th or 5th or something for this Indy Pro this year based on his look last year and maybe slight improvements, but he made more than slight improvements. He made great improvements, and I'm a big fan of Blessing Awodibu and Nick Walker. But like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you guys like and appreciate this sort of content, please give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe, because that way you won't miss out on any of the content that goes up for myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. And I forgot to say, hit the notification bell button as well. And that stuff honestly helps me out so much. If you guys can comment under these videos and share them out on social media and all that sort of stuff to help grow this channel, there'll be more content coming out, because if I'm making a little bit more off this channel, there'll be more content, no doubt. So make sure you do that. Also, head to hdmuscle.com, enter the code DESKTOP, you'll save yourself 10% on some amazing supplements. If there are discounts on there already, add an extra 10% off as well by using the code DESKTOP. The link is in the description below. They have non-stim pre-workouts, they've got stim pre-workouts, they've got kidney support, liver support, grass-fed whey. They've got just so many great products, and they're absolute quality as well. So make sure you do check them out. So that's it for me. For Xavier Wills, Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.